Which one is your favorite painting?
My favorite painting, it's difficult to say, but Jesus Christ and Sir Charlie and the horse. Yeah.
So, just won't be able to hear anything that I'm saying right now, but I think my favorite thing about this painting is to see how Rezza's style and his use of colors has improved, and the way he applies the color on the canvases. I think it's been really see the progress. This is the most simple one because it's the first one he did in the style of painting, right? Yeah, he did Maryland first.
I did in Berlin the first time, and then this is the second I did here in Greece.
Okay. So this is the first one you really see from picture to picture, from drawing to drawing, the way he applies the color and he even contrasts it has improved. Like the one on the Michael Jackson user is really impressive. How you feel like you're looking at a black and white picture even though it's full of color. And I think that is one of the things I really find impressive as I look at these different art.
I think the one that moves me the most is the painting of the tourists out coming to Greece for the sunshine, 33 million people a year, and yet in the same picture you see the refugees who are coming up for the sunshine but for a new way of life and for the terrible things that sometimes happen to them. And I think this picture really catches the sort of conflict of those two cultures of all things happening at the same time.
My favorite painting is this one. It depicts the problem of the refugee crisis so well, and it's a very good painting.
Okay, this painting actually tells a story that was very real, because we have a dear friend, Becky, who came to help the refugees in 2016, and she was out on the beach having a nice dinner with her friends, celebrating their being there on a Greek island. And as they looked out into the ocean, they saw a refugee boat. And they were excited because they said, "Here come some more refugees." And then, sadly enough, that boat capsized. They said, "This touches our heart in a way that nothing else could, just to have experienced this." And that's what keeps us coming back, and they've come back every year since.
I think all artists try to portray their own experiences and the way they view the world. And I think Rezza's has a lot of depth and emotion. And particularly the painting about the Greek island that shows the contrast between a tourist, a free person, coming to the island to enjoy the sun and clear water and beauty versus a refugee who's coming to save his life and seeking a new life, basically. And I think he portrays that, but I think he portrays a lot of feeling and emotion, particularly in his portraitures that he does.
Actually, Rezza's standing right in front of me, but that's my favorite thing because personally, when I like to draw, which is very infrequent because I'm terrible, but when I do, it's always like something where it's like happy on the outside, but then if you look closer, it's dark and miserable. So, not that that's dark and miserable, but the fact that refugees are coming and it's not all hunky-dory on the shores, you know? So that's why I like it.
I like the fact that it's quickly done. It's got a quick tempo to it, and it's
Actually, this painting was done in just 2 days to Michael Jackson.
okay. That's rather quick.
Yeah.
2 days. Well, how many hours is that? It looks like it was done quickly, but thoughtfully.
I'm sure he planned it well ahead. It's not accidental, it was quite deliberately done. It shows that he's been to art school because, say for instance in the Michael Jackson, you can see two strokes of red in the green. Red and green, as we know, are complementary colours. So it's not just a green without its complementary colour, it balances it. Also in the red, on the bottom, the right hand corner, it's got green strokes. And again we have this complementary thing going on. So
Thank you.
That all over the painting. And that's why I like it.
I think that this one's my favorite because the very first time I ever met Rezza was in the art room at the Friendship Center, and this painting was in there, and I asked him, I was like, who painted this painting? And he's like, I painted that painting, and that's the very first time I ever met Rezza. So that's my favorite.